Hi everybody, it's Jesse and I'm back with two very important updates today. The first one is about Twitter and the second one is about YouTube. Now these are two of my very favorite websites. I enjoy them a lot, not equally, I like one more than the other, but they're both very important to me and I figured today's update should be about these two. Let's get right into it. Twitter. Now, I run into a lot of people that have a problem with Twitter. Don't get it. I don't like it. It doesn't work like Facebook does. My friends aren't on there. I just don't get it, and I don't like it. I don't want to use it. Well, we need to remember that these people are wrong, first off, because we know it's a great site to use. I know that. You know that. They don't know that. There must be something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with Twitter. Now, it could be that their friends are boring. They don't have interesting things to say. They irritate people with their comments. But you don't want to tell that to them to their face, because the last thing you want to do is hurt somebody's feelings online, because online feelings are just as real feelings. They're all feelings. So what I've been trying to do is point them in the right direction and give advice, and I figured the most common thing that goes wrong that makes people want to get away from Twitter is that they'll post something that they think is great and they won't see a response. What do you do when that happens, when you don't get those hearts? Well, there's a couple things you can do. You can do it the wrong way or you can do it the right way. I'll give you an example of the right way. You've seen Russ. Everybody knows Russ. He'll post something really funny, and if nothing happens, he'll give you a couple hours, and then he'll come back and he'll apologize with a heartfelt apology. Say, I'm sorry for writing about such and such. It won't happen again. And at that point, I will give him a heart. But little does he know, I thought it was funny to begin with. Now, he's done that a couple times, and that's a great example of what you should do when somebody doesn't give you a heart when you deserve it. Now, what shouldn't you do? You shouldn't just sit back and be quiet. You should do something. What you can do is what I like to do, is get on there and press the button and look at your followers. See who's reading your material. And then you can write each and every one of them a message and say, hey, what gives? Be polite. Hey, what gives? Notice you didn't say anything about my comment the other day. Now you want to give them 1 to 2 days to respond, because maybe they're offline. But after 2 days, if they don't write you back, what you want to do is you want to use the report button and report them to Twitter. Now, this can get messy, but it can work for you. You can get them removed, their whole account blocked. And I've done this a number of times, and sometimes you will have to lie. You will have to say these people are publishing pornography, they're being racist, and they're talking about illegal things, and point out, and sometimes you'll have to fabricate evidences of this to submit to Twitter. But at the end of the day, you can get their account shut down, and they deserve it. People should not be able to act like that and get away with it. Not on my favorite website. So hopefully you find that helpful. If you don't, you know what you can do. I just taught you. So our second update of the day is about YouTube. Now this is, of course, my second favorite website. This is the one where you really get to say what you need to say. Now, Twitter does have that where it's 140 characters. It's hard to count them because they count spaces as well, and that doesn't make any sense. But on YouTube, you can talk as much as you want, and you can say whatever you need to say. So the update is, the big day's tomorrow, and everybody that I've heard is mispronouncing this holiday. It's not Christmas, it's Christ Mass, and there's a reason for that, because it's Jesus' birthday. And that seems to be something that most people have totally lost track of. Everybody's so concerned with behaving for Santa Claus because they want that present. And that's very selfish, and you shouldn't act that way, but people do. And even the idea that Santa Claus is somehow watching everybody and keeping track of what you're doing, it doesn't make any sense, because he's still somewhat human. Now, Jesus, on the other hand, that is a supernatural God that has the ability to see what you're doing all the time. But you really should be concerned if Jesus sees everything you're doing. So you think you're on your good behavior, you say your prayer before you eat your food, and then you're off. Next thing you know, in the bathroom with your iPhone, looking at Pornhub and masturbating into the sink. Now, next year comes around, Do you get a present? Of course you get a present, because Santa Claus didn't see that. Jesus saw that. And you won't find out till it's too late that guess what? You got all your presents, but you're not making it into the kingdom of God. That is the thing that people don't understand about YouTube. So hopefully this was all helpful, and I hope you have a great weekend. Whatever you choose to do with it is your business, and just miss you guys a lot, and I hope to see you soon on the next update. These are important updates, and we don't want to forget to watch these several times through to catch all the important facets of it. And if you're in Ireland, I hope you look out for a guy. He looks very handsome, very good-looking guy, and he's out about. They call them pubs over there, but it's really a bar. He's out drinking, and he's alone, and his friends left him behind. So if you see an Irish guy, you know what they look like. They all look the same. Say hi. Introduce yourself. Ask him if he's on Twitter. And if he says yes, it's probably Shane. So, Merry Christmas, everyone, and I hope to see you all in the kingdom of God real soon.